CompTIA A plus Core 1 Complete Training Course. Exam Objective 2.2. Explain wireless networking technologies. Wireless channels. In this video segment, we are going to take the wireless frequency bands we just discussed and break them down further into wireless channels. Imagine tuning into a radio station, where each station broadcasts on a specific frequency so that signals do not collide. In wireless networking, a wireless channel works the same way. A channel is a smaller slice of a frequency band that devices use to transmit and receive data, helping reduce interference and keep communication organized. In wireless networking, we primarily work with the 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz, and 6 GHz frequency bands. Each of these bands is divided into multiple channels, and the way those channels are selected can directly impact performance. Channel selection involves considering the channel's width, its frequency placement, and the band it operates within, all of which influence speed, range, and potential interference. Starting with some information about the 2.4 GHz band, this range is divided into multiple channels that are closely spaced together. Because these channels are wider than the separation between them, many of the channels overlap. This overlap can cause interference when multiple wireless networks operate nearby. For this reason, channels 1, 6, and 11 are commonly used since they are spaced far enough apart to avoid overlapping with each other. Selecting non-overlapping channels in the 2.4 GHz band helps improve reliability, especially in crowded environments. Moving to the 5 GHz band, channels are more widely spaced and do not overlap in the same way. This band offers a greater number of available channels and supports wider channel widths. A single wireless channel in this band typically starts at 20 MHz, which provides stable performance and good compatibility. Through channel bonding, a technique that combines multiple adjacent wireless channels into a single wider channel, multiple 20 MHz channels can be combined to form wider channels of 40, 80, or even 160 MHz, allowing more data to be transmitted at once. Wider channels increase throughput and are ideal for high bandwidth activities like video streaming and large file transfers, but they also consume more spectrum and can reduce effective range while becoming more sensitive to physical obstacles and signal interference. The 6 GHz band builds on these same concepts, offering even more available channels and wider channel options. Because this band is newer and less congested, it experiences minimal interference from competing wireless signals. However, like the 5 GHz band, it has a shorter range and limited ability to pass through walls. For the exam, it is important to recognize that 6 GHz is designed to support high-capacity wireless environments where performance and clean channel availability are the priority. Finally, wireless channels are subject to regional regulations, which determine which channels and channel widths are allowed in different parts of the world. These regulations exist to prevent interference with other wireless services and to protect critical communications. For example, in the 2.4 GHz band, the United States typically allows channels 1 through 11, while parts of Europe and other regions allow additional channels beyond that range. As a result, available channels and power levels can vary depending on location, making regulatory awareness an important part of wireless channel selection. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.